The Minsk Arena is one of the city's most unique structures, home to the Continental Hockey League's Dynamo Minsk. Well, we have a super ladies lineup for you at the World Junior Championships. Here's who we're watching. Caitlin Osman, one of them, Canada's lone entry in the competition. Some great young Russian talent, including Sotnikova and Lipnitskaya. And, of course, American Gracie Gold, the U.S. junior champion. And here is the Canadian, Caitlin Osman, who won the preliminary competition here in Belarus. Not all the skaters have to qualify for the main draw.
And what she accomplished in the qualifying round, along with the win, she tried a triple Lutz for the first time in competition, and she landed it. Big accomplishment for Caitlin. She needs that jump.
There's Yulia Lipnitskaya, current a top young Russian skater. Hasn't lost a competition internationally this season. 13
years of age, a fierce competitor. Boy, she has just been on fire this year on the junior circuit.
Also here, her Russian teammate Polina Shelepin, an interesting story, all but forgotten in many respects by the Russian Federation, but they're having a second look at her here and considering her for the World Senior team.
Well, they've got a lot of young Russian phenoms who can do triple jumps, and she was one of the first. And so she was the star of the Russian ladies. She grew 6 inches, and with that, she had poor results until this season. She was able to work her way back up onto the podium here at the Junior Grand Prix final in Quebec City, where she finished second to Yulia, who won, but you can see there, a Russian sweep of the junior ladies.
Well, here's another Russian, Adelina Sotnikova, the reigning World Junior champion. She wasn't at the Junior Grand Prix final because she competed this year on the senior circuit. Well, just one champion left to crown in Belarus on the other side of the break. Ladies free skates. This is the 4th time the ISU has held an event in Belarus, but this is by far the biggest competition ever. 52 countries and more than 200 skaters. Here's a look at the standings after the short program. Lipnitskaya with a 5-point lead over the American Gracie Gold. And Caitlin Osman, she's in 9th place. Important for her to stay in the top 10 so Canada can have 2 spots to next year's World Junior Championships. Well, Polina Shelepin sat in 12th place after the short program. This is her 2nd trip to the World Junior Championships. She won 5 Junior Grand Prix events in her career and was 2nd at the Grand Prix final twice. But the 16-year-old is under a great deal of scrutiny here in Belarus. The Russian Federation, watching her closely, is considering sending her now to the Senior World Championships. So she has to show them something special here, Tracy.
Well, she had the same kind of pressure on her at the Russian Nationals, and same sort of results in the short program, actually worse. 17th in the short at the Russian Nationals. So they're waiting for her to be able to step up as she did at the Junior Grand Prix final. When she grew, she lost her quick rotation in the jumps and has been severely downgraded. Look at that gorgeous Lutz, triple Lutz, triple toe. Great start for Polina. And a second triple combination. That's something you just don't see, even on the senior circuit. One of the things that the Russian Federation did, Brenda, to encourage their female skaters to try more difficulty is when a skater includes a triple-triple in competition in Russia, they're automatically awarded an extra 2 points. And it's interesting, Canada now has started at the lower ranks in the novice ladies, rewarding risk, and that's something they have to do to encourage these skaters to get these triples done at a younger age instead of playing it safe. Well, these points are really going to add up for the jumps. Final double axel, and that was off the heel of her blade. So while her jumping has been impressive, for me, what's missing is her use of the music. And I know her focus is on getting the job done, landing those triple jumps. The artistry somewhat lacking, not paying the attention to the skating in between the jumps or the use of the music.
Well, the 16-year-old junior looking for a trip to the Senior World Championships in Nice at the end of the month. She was 12th after the short, Tracy, but that's a big, big improvement for her as she tries to move up.
That's huge. 17th in the short, finished 10th overall at Russian Nationals. A disaster for her, but to come back here after a terrible short program and lay down 2 triple-triple combinations, wow.
Canada. Awaiting the scores now for Polina Shelep, and she's a little emotional after that great free skate. She knows that a trip to the Senior Worlds on the line here. Her personal best free skating score, 107.35, and that is a new best for her, 108.03.
With her coach Eteri Tuberidze, who also is coaching the skater who's sitting in first from Russia.
На данный момент занимает первое место. Her total competition score is 156.82 points, and she's currently
up
in
next, the
first
Canadian
place.
Caitlin Osman. And the figure skating community in this country buzzing after her short program performance at this year's national championships. Caitlin sat in first place after the short, ahead of veterans Emily Lacoste, Cynthia Phaneuf. The 16-year-old ended up finishing third and has a lot of people hoping she'll be the next great Canadian female skater.
And I would caution patience. She has a lot of talent and still some developing to do. Triple flip, double toe to open. And what she did in the short program, Brenda, to win that at the Canadian Championships was a triple-triple combination. And there, her triple Lutz, she landed it in the qualifying, not so successful today. Getting ready now for a triple-triple combination, triple toe. Ah, not quite the height she needed on the second jump.
used to performing in front of a crowd. She trains at the West Edmonton Mall. So used to performing in front of a lot of people, an unusual training environment.
Excellent, a second triple flip. And I like the way Brenda, she feels very composed in her presentation. Nice expression and reaching out to the audience, making eye contact. That's so great to see. Her energy and attack in this program. It wasn't totally clean. She went for everything, rotated it. What a great job for Caitlin. She can be really happy. Her first time on World Championship ice.
Caitlin Osman, Canada.
Well, she's the 2012 Canadian bronze medalist from Sherwood Park, Alberta, and looking for at least a top 10 finish here in Belarus. Now the marks for Caitlin Osman of Canada.
And alongside Coach Ravi Walia. And the two of these guys have done a great job preparing for this event, working a triple Lutz into her repertoire, and what a great score.
Yeah, 96.10. Her best free skate score this season was 72.94.
Jeez, that's a
That's a
huge improvement. Can't ask for more than that.
Here's the American junior champion, Gracie Gold. And there's a great deal of excitement surrounding the 16-year-old in spite of the fact that she doesn't have a whole lot of international experience. She didn't make her international debut until the final junior Grand Prix event of the season, and she sits in second place heading into this free skate.
First of all, Brenda, her name. Gracie Gold. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's pretty good. She's a natural.
Could you write it any better than that? She is a natural jumper, beautiful to look at, and athletic. Skating to the untouchables. Her skating is unrefined, but she gets a lot of power across the ice. Opening with a triple-triple combination. Look at the height. Triple Lutz, triple toe. Good height on her double axel, and you see how easily she rotates in the air. That was a double axel, triple toe. What a start. Ah, triple turn to double. To that triple flip, and these jumps are going to pick up huge GOE, the height and the flow on the landing. She was 5 points back of the short program leader, Lipnitskaya. She's not particularly graceful, but she just has a conviction with which she skates, a good power. She sells everything. This year, first in the U.S. in juniors, and it looks like she's headed for the podium, Brenda, here at Junior Worlds.
Well, she would love to join other Americans who have won the World Junior title, including Rachel Flatt, Caroline Zhang, and Michelle Wong. 4 skaters left to go here in Belarus. We'll have the scores for the U.S. Junior champion after this. There, now awaiting the scores for Gracie Gold of the United States, who laid down a great free skate.
She sort of reminds me of Nancy Kerrigan. She has a classic look and an unorthodox style. Very fresh and exciting skater. Huge GOEs on her jumps. And look, 113.
That's a new personal best score for her. Will move her into first place ahead of Polina Shelepin of Russia. This is Satako Miyohara, who was just 13 years old, and she is the reigning junior Japanese champion. And quite an accomplishment for a girl who just debuted full-time on the junior circuit this season.
She's about the same size as Nam Nguyen.
Yeah, she is.
She can just see over the boards. Big smile from her coach. A mother's send-off.
She's only 4'8".
And she skates to appropriate music from the Mother Goose suite.
Yeah.
How cute. How cute. Small, but mighty. Look out. She's going to build up some speed. Got a plan triple coming up. toe. How does she get that rotation done so quickly? She doesn't get a lot of height on her jumps there. She was tilted in the air. She can rotate, Brenda, so quickly and is able to get the rotations done.
Her coach says she's pretty introverted, but she's on the ice. She's a different person, a very mature level of artistic expression, certainly for someone at her tender age.
Spinning in both directions there. Unusual and very difficult. Difficult combination planned here. Double axel, triple toe. Deep, deep knee bends on the landing of the jumps helps her to save them. Triple ruts, double toe, double toe.
Nicely done by the Japanese junior champion, hoping, of course, to join Miki Ando and Mao Asada as winners of the junior title. We'll have her scores in a moment. Scott, back at the Minsk Arena, we're awaiting the marks with Sotoko Miyahara of Japan. She'll need a score of 119 to move ahead of American Gracie Gold and into the lead.
And she is as cute as a button. My concern, when I look at her future, Brenda, the lack of natural spring in her jumps could be an issue. She can rotate so quickly, but that's something you lose with growth, that quick rotation, and then she's going to need the height to be able to get the jumps done. Nonetheless, her score here, excellent, excellent, 104 for the free skate, and moved into second at this point in the competition.
Up next, Adelina Sotnikova, the reigning world junior champion. This season, the 14-year-old made her senior debut. The transition, Tracy, didn't go quite as smoothly maybe as she had hoped, but most skaters would have been pretty happy with what she accomplished. She had 2 third-place finishes and just missed the Grand Prix final.
But she was the talk of the town. She was the poster child at the Cup of Russia. Her face was everywhere. So bronze was not what she nor anybody else was expecting. And I think that's what's gotten in her way a little bit this year, expectations and growth.
But she's just 14. Finishing in 3rd place, I mean...
Not when you're looking for a gold in Sochi. One of the things she has struggled with this year that was her claim to fame last year, a triple Lutz, triple loop, very difficult combination. She may try it here. Triple Lutz, oh, that was bang on, no under rotation there. Excellent. And see, look at her spring on that triple flip. Easy rotation, flow on the landings. Another difficult combination planned here. Double axel, triple toe. That's so pretty the way she has nice, tight feet in the air.
One would think that she'd probably be heading to the Senior World Championships as well, but she actually just missed the deadline, the cutoff date, by 5.5 hours.
That's cruel.
The Russians would love to have her there.
She had to be 15 before July 1st, not on July 1st. Hard fall.
The 2011 World Junior Champion and a 3-time Russian national champion, Adelina Sotnikova.
And a much better effort. You can see how pleased she is. And for her to be able to nail that triple Lutz, triple loop, the most difficult triple-triple combination that is being done in ladies figure skating these days. What an accomplishment right off the top.
Pacific on bold. And now to some replays from Adelina's.
And what makes this so difficult is she lands the triple Lutz and then has to take off into the loop on the same foot. Not an entirely clean skate. You could see struggling with some of the landings on her jump. Let's take a look at the loop. And she just gets back on her blade and a hard fall there.
Now she needs a score of 114 points to lead, 101 to move into second place.
And I think with the weight of expectations that she has carried throughout this season, Brenda, she has struggled somewhat, and I think this is a great way for her to end her season, and knowing she was able to get out a triple Lutz, triple loop here at Junior Worlds. Not enough, but a strong score nonetheless.
A little shy of her season best score, her personal best score. That will leave her in second place behind the American Gracie Gold.
Is 168.45 points, and she's currently in the
Yulia
second place.
Lipnitskaya is just 13 years old. She's considered the top young, I mean really young Russian skater.
Russia.
And Yulia has won every international event that she's entered this season, but this is her stiffest test yet, and after the short program, well, she passed with flying colors. She sat in first place.
She is coached by Etteri Tuberitsa, who has coached a lot of these young Russians. Etteri has talked about Yulia's flexibility. She said she was a rhythmic gymnast, naturally flexible, works on her stretching about 45 minutes a day. Double axel, triple toe, double toe. And again, a double axel, triple toe.
Tracy, Russia is so strong in the junior ranks, and I know they say success breeds success, but it also breeds fear. I mean, you better be good at this level or you're out.
No question, you better come with a handful of triple jumps. Only 13 years of age, and she has been with her coach since she was 8 years old. It's interesting, her coach wasn't interested in her at first, but her mother just kept bringing her in front of the coach, and it was the flexibility that she had that won over her coach, and within a year, she had all her triple jumps. Talk to her coach about her future, she barely acknowledges it because of her young age. She says she's not grown yet. So you can't even deal with it until that happens, her future.
Women's figure skating is cruel. She had a 5-point lead on Gracie Gold.
There will be no negatives on the judges' scorecards. There should be no negatives for Yumping Yulia.
We'll find out who the 2012 World Junior Champion is in a moment. Scott, just waiting now for the marks for our final skater, Yulia Lipnitskaya.
And she does her triple toe combination in combination with double axles. And often girls will do the triple. She does the double axle triple toe. This is her trademark flexibility, and her coach impressed by her flexibility and also said that she is a competitor. And watching her compete against some of the older Russian skaters, she just is not prepared to settle for less than first.
She had a 5-point lead over our current leader, Gracie Gold, heading into the free skate, so she needs a score of 109 to win. That is below her personal best.
And she did not put a foot wrong. Not a bobber, not a negative. Remember that moment. It doesn't come often.
109's the magic number.
Юлия Липницкая, Россия, за произвольную программу получает 123
And she's got that and more. Look at 123.96.
Общая сумма составляет.
So the young Russian will take the World Junior title here in Minsk, Belarus. Gracie Gold of the United States will finish with the silver medal, and another Russian on the podium. We're used to that at the junior level. Adelina Sotnikova with the bronze. As far as the Canadians are concerned, Caitlin Osman finishes in 10th place, and that's great news. So that will mean Canada will send 2 skaters to next year's World Championships. And Tracy, one of the better skating events we've seen this season, junior or senior, wouldn't you say?
No question, Brenda. We saw more triple combinations out of the juniors than we've seen all year. In the senior ranks, top to bottom, the strongest junior world championships I've seen from the ladies ever. So I guess when we ask where are the women skaters, here they are, guys.
Yeah, and they're in Russia. And for Canada, Caitlin Osman finishes in the top 10, giving the country 2 spots to next year's Junior Worlds. How would you assess Caitlin's performance?
I'm very encouraged by her attitude here, by the fact she was able to get out a triple Lutz for the first time in competition, bodes well for the future.
Now let's head back to Scott Russell at CBC Sports Weekend Control.
Thanks so much, Brenda. It's a big stage for the future of figure skating in Minsk, Belarus, and Canada looking for its next generation of stars. Here are the top Canadian finishes at the World Junior Figure Skating Championships. 5th place in the pairs for Margaret Purdy and Michael Marinaro. In the dance competition, Nicole Orford and Thomas Williams wound up 6th. In the men, Liam Ferris was the 8th place finisher. And in the ladies competition, Caitlin Osman wound up 10th. She's from Newfoundland, trains in Edmonton. Well, we're working our way towards the World Figure Skating Championships coming up at the end of March here on CBC. They take place in Nice, France, and our coverage gets kick-started with a preview show Saturday, March 24th, 2 p.m. Eastern. Brenda Irving and I will host. PJ Kwong gets interactive, and world champion Patrick Chan will join us on set. Then daily coverage Tuesday, March 27th from Nice. Everything is on the network, online at cbcsports.ca, and of course on Digital Bowl. The World Figure Skating Championships coming up on CBC from Nice, France. For all of us, thanks for watching. See you next time for more championship figure skating on CBC.